Ciao, adventure lovers and travel enthusiasts. It's the
Destination Dibbles!
Welcoming you to join us on a culinary journey through the enchanting streets of Firenze, Florence, Italy. In this video, we'll be exploring the vibrant world of Florentine street food, uncovering hidden gems in charming enotecas, savoring delectable dishes in local restaurants, enjoying Appetitivo in elegant settings, and indulging in the irresistible sweetness of authentic artigianale gelaterias. Enjoy as we dive into the heart of Florence's culinary scene, where every bite tells a story and every corner reveals a culinary delight. Andiamo! Let's go! To make this journey with us easy to digest, we've organized the diverse array of establishments we explored into three categories: quick bites and enotecas, restaurants, and gelaterias. Let's dive into each category now and savor the unique flavors Florence has to offer. Quick eats and enotecas.
Cafe Rondinelli. We stumbled upon this charming cafe serendipitously while strolling down the street, prompted by Taylor Grace's craving for a mortadella sandwich or pizza. Upon peeking inside, our luck held as we discovered delectable mortadella sandwiches on display. The staff welcomed us with warmth, and the sandwiches were so flavorful that we found ourselves making it a daily morning ritual throughout our stay in Florence, at you-know-who's request. Our visits treated us to an array of delights, including the must-try mortadella and salami sandwiches, cream-filled croissants, as well as perfectly crafted espressos and cappuccinos. Every item was a delightful symphony of freshness and flavors. We already miss our mornings at Cafe Rondinelli and talking to the locals and owners. All'Antico Vinaio, which translates to "at the ancient wine merchants," stands as a culinary gem renowned for its irresistible paninis, wines, and delectable street food. Boasting the distinction of being the third most reviewed restaurant on TripAdvisor, this establishment has consistently held its place among top-rated restaurants for years. In 2014, TripAdvisor further elevated its status by ranking it as the world's highest-rated sandwich spot and the sixth best globally. While All'Antico Vinaio has expanded its presence to Rome, Milan, and even New York, its roots trace back to Florence, Italy, where the Mazzanti family established the original shop in 1991 on Via di Neri. In the realm of highly acclaimed and popular establishments, we're always concerned that quality may be compromised to meet high demand. Despite our initial skepticism, we couldn't resist experiencing All'Antico Vinaio at least once. Our visit being in mid-December, fortunately, spared us from long lines as we walked straight to the Accademia location. For a mere €7, we were presented with a sandwich that exceeded expectations in both size and flavor. The La Favolosa, their best-selling creation, left a lasting impression. The generous portions of meat surpassed any other sandwiches we've encountered in Italy. The first bite into this masterpiece revealed a harmonious blend of textures. The softness of the interior bread complemented by the satisfying crunch of the exterior. The carefully curated ingredients featuring pecorino and homemade artichoke cream, spicy grilled eggplant, and spricciola salami on a traditional Tuscan flatbread called schiacciata create a symphony of flavors that truly lived up to its name. La Favolosa isn't just a sandwich, it's a culinary marvel, deserving every bit of its fabulous namesake. Unpretentious and definitely unique, All'Antico Vinaio is a must visit.
The Central Market. In the heart of Florence lies the enchanting Central Market, referred to as Mercato Centrale. This lively hub is a culinary haven attracting both food enthusiasts and locals alike since its establishment in the late 19th century. The market's food court, a bustling and vibrant space, serves as a testament to Florence's rich culinary heritage. Nestled on the upper floor of Mercato Centrale, the food court is a true culinary paradise. Here, visitors are treated to a diverse selection of top-notch produce, meats, cheeses, and gourmet delights. It is a place where one can fully immerse themselves in the authentic flavors of Florence. Surprisingly, despite multiple trips to Florence, we had never explored the culinary treasures on the upper floor of Mercato Centrale until now. Eager to indulge our taste buds, our journey began with a good pancetta porchetta from La Carne e I Salumi della Famiglia Savani. This establishment delighted us with mouthwatering steak samples as we entered the facility. Get the steak. I regret not getting the bistecca. Of course, Taylor Grace couldn't resist trying a mortadella sandwich from the sandwich stand, and we also savored arancini from the fried food stall. While the culinary experience was unique and undoubtedly delightful, it didn't quite reach the level of awe-inspiring flavors we encountered at other establishments and throughout Italy. The porchetta was good with a crispy exterior, the roasted potatoes excellent, the arancini seemed rushed compared to others we've enjoyed. The mortadella sandwich was spot on for the little one, and the gelato definitely stole the show. The Mercato Centrale is a must-experience spot in Florence, allowing you to savor a variety of Tuscan specialties in one go. We also explored the gelato stand, a topic we'll delve into further in our dedicated gelateria section. Chalet il Boschetto, food stall near Piazzale Michelangelo. When visiting the Piazzale Michelangelo, a savvy tip is to steer clear of the pricier wine and drinks offered by the immediate food trucks located near the steps. Either bring your own essentials, or for a can't-miss, authentic, and budget-friendly experience, cross the street behind the Statue of David to a food truck stall that has been a staple in this area since 1952, boasting prices that align with its long-standing tradition. While our own experience was limited to enjoying a bottle of wine, Aperol Spritz, and Mortadella Panino from this establishment, the impressive 4.8 rating on Google and the enthusiastic reviews speak volumes about its offerings, particularly the flavorful and generously sized panino. For the more adventurous palate, this historic food truck also presents the opportunity to try lampredotto sandwiches, a dish crafted from the fourth stomach of a cow that simmers for hours in broth and seasonings. Step away from the touristy stalls run by the non-locals, walk directly past a copy of the famous David statue, and immerse yourself in the genuine flavors and history this timeless setup has to offer. We will be back in May if you are in Firenze as well.
Le Volpi e l'Uva. We have a display in our hallway of memories from our 2010 Italian adventure. Among these keepsakes is a receipt from Le Volpi e l'Uva, a small wine bar in Florence, Italy. The name translates to The Foxes and the Grape and is based on an Aesop's fable. The bar specializes in lesser-known producers from all over Italy and serves wines by the glass, snacks, and cheeses. We enjoyed our time in 2010 so much we knew that we had to return 13 years later. Upon arriving, all tables were marked with reservations, but a nice patron let us know that as long as the reservation was for a later time, we could sit at the table until then. So we picked the table with the latest time we could find. Our memories of Le Volpi e l'Uva didn't deceive us as we sampled delightful Chianti wine, a meat and cheese plate, and a plate of their crostinis. Our waitress was an absolute delight, radiating friendliness and bringing a touch of fun to our dining experience. Of course, we stayed until the reserved table was claimed, as this is one of our favorite places to relax.
Enoteca Bellini. Nestled in the heart of Florence and just a stone's throw away from our Airbnb, Enoteca Bellini came highly recommended by various sources, and it's not hard to see why. This hidden gem run by a dynamic father-daughter duo exudes charm in one of Florence's often overlooked corners. A cozy haven for wine enthusiasts, Enoteca Bellini boasts a fantastic ambiance, delectable crostini, amazing staff, and an impressive array of local wines. As we stepped inside, they pointed us to a lone table at the back reserved for 7 p.m., leaving us ample time to relish a couple of glasses of wine as it was only 5:30. The chalkboard above the bar showcased the day's selections of wines by the glass. Enoteca Bellini truly captures the essence of Florence. Rivoire, Firenze. Despite the ridiculous prices, this establishment is an ideal spot for immersing oneself in the charm of Piazza della Signoria. We recommend indulging in a leisurely moment, savoring a quick drink, enjoying the interior of this establishment, and foregoing any food purchases here. For us, it was worth a stop on a less crowded evening for Appetitivo while sitting outside looking at the Christmas projections vibrantly shown on the Palazzo Vecchio facade. The service was excellent, the drinks were refreshing, and to top it all off, we received the complimentary platter of snacks and olives during Appetitivo.
Restaurants.
Ristorante La Grotta Guelfa. Following our check-in at the Florence Airbnb and a quick freshening up, our first Florentine culinary adventure led us to the extraordinary Ristorante La Grotta Guelfa. Ideally situated near Piazza della Signoria and Piazza della Repubblica, this charming eatery occupies the historic Guelph Captain's Palace, a venerable structure dating back to the 1300s, specializing in Florentine steaks, pasta creations, and Tuscan wines. It promised us an exquisite dining experience. Having arrived with large appetites after a day of travel, we were treated to a memorable meal. From their regular menu, we opted for the classic carbonara and lasagna. We also delved into the chef's special menu, savoring the gnocchi gorgonzola and the unique stracciatella di manzo con puree di fagioli, a tantalizing beef stew with mashed beans. The homemade pastas impressed with their artisanal quality and impeccable flavored sauces, while the beef stew presented a taste of Tuscan authenticity that surpassed any beef pot roast we've encountered in the States. The stew was presented like a steak over a rich brown gravy with amazing mashed cannelloni beans that we actually thought were mashed potatoes. Delicious. In a culinary journey that left no room for restraint, we concluded our feast with the irresistible allure of dessert. The rich tiramisu was creamy and sweet, but not overpowering with cafe. La Grotta Guelfa not only served as a backdrop for our first meal in Florence, but also set the stage for an exceptional dining experience, merging history, ambiance, and exquisite flavors in the heart of the city. Il Grande Nuti Trattoria. There was only one disappointment at this restaurant for us. Despite glowing reviews about the phenomenal Florentine steak, our appetites were worn out from a day of indulging in street food, leaving us unable to muster the appetite to try the renowned dish. Nevertheless, we had heard raves about the cinghiale, touted as the best in Florence, so we opted for a selection of pasta dishes that turned out to be nothing short of delightful. The aroma of sizzling steaks surrounded us, as seemingly everybody around us indulged in this specialty. A couple at a nearby table devoured their steak with such gusto that it left us intrigued for a future visit this upcoming May. The restaurant accommodated large groups well, exemplified by a lively birthday celebration nearby, complete with a serenade from the staff. Just remember, the cameriers will not overburden you, as is the tradition. The waitstaff wants you to enjoy a slow and relaxing experience. Adding to the charm, a wine window above our table provided entertainment as we observed passerbys stopping to peer into it and taking photos. Be sure to ask for the wine window table, as it is not active any longer, but gives you an interior experience of this exterior tradition created by the Medici as a way for wine producers to sell their excess vino to the everyday public. At With this dinner, we chose the gnocchi sorrentina, homemade fusilli with pesto sauce, and pappardelle al sugo di cinghiale, pasta with wild boar sauce. The sorrentina sauce on the gnocchi was fresh and light, while Taylor Grace relished the pesto adorning her fun fusilli noodles. The pappardelle noodles were amazing, and the cinghiale didn't overpower the taste buds with a strong gamey flavor. It's worth noting, however, that if you're seeking a balance of value and flavor, this might not be the ideal spot for you. These pasta dishes ranked among the priciest of our entire trip, but the memorable experience, the wine window experience, and those delectable Tuscan flavors made the indulgence worthwhile. We anticipate a return visit to savor the famed Florentine steak very soon.
Trattoria Il Contadino. This authentic restaurant boasts a distinctive all-in pricing structure for its home-style fare. For a mere 15 euros, patrons can savor the choice of a pasta and a side dish, all complemented by water and a refreshing beverage, either wine or soda. The surprising sign of the wine portion makes this deal even more enticing. In contrast to some other establishments in this tourist-laden city that charge exorbitantly for individual dishes, this pricing strategy feels like a genuine bargain. Arriving right as the doors open, we found ourselves in a charming yet bustling environment, with locals and savvy tourists alike quickly filling up the cozy space. Our pasta selections included the melt-in-your-mouth goodness of the gnocchi gorgonzola and the tagliatelle with pesto and cherry tomatoes, an embodiment of freshness. While the pastas alone would have sufficed, our meal included side dishes, and we couldn't resist eating the savory roasted potatoes. The ribollita was a Tuscan bread-based porridge meal, advertised as a soup but not a liquid stock. Ribollita is similar to American stuffing with a wonderful flavor. The dish is known to be assembled from leftovers, and the sausage and beans reminded us of an upscale beanie weenie meal. The sausage was very unique and good, while the beans were just sort of there, in our opinion. The simple establishment not only captivates with its authentic flavors, but also sets itself apart with pricing that feels like a true culinary steal. Trattoria da Chef Enrico. This dining establishment goes beyond merely offering good food, a pleasant atmosphere, and a welcoming staff. It boasts an impressive 5-star rating on TripAdvisor. The extensive pasta selection caught our attention, with the outdoor board showcasing an additional dozen options beyond the already diverse menu. The gnocchi pesto emerged as a standout choice, fresh and surprisingly well priced at just 8 euros. The 4-cheese risotto, an indulgent delight, further elevated our dining experience. If we returned, we would likely forego the fried chicken cutlet plate in favor of another protein choice, but indulging in their delectable and reasonably priced pasta offerings will definitely happen again. Oh, and the roasted potatoes were perfect, like most we've tried in Italy. Gelaterias. Amarino Gelato. Amarino stands out as a French gelato chain that artfully crafts Italian gelato, setting itself apart with the use of organic eggs and farm-fresh milk. Strategically positioned in close proximity to the Piazza del Duomo, this indulgent destination guarantees both convenience and flavor. However, the premium location comes with a slightly higher price tag for their delectable gelato. For those seeking an extra layer of indulgence, there's an option to elevate the experience by adding one of their gourmet macaroons to the top of your gelato creation for an additional charge of €1.90. Vinci. Taylor Grace loves Vinci due to their consistently creamy gelato, the spectacle of their impressive chocolate wall, and the delightful touch of a small chocolate piece crowning their frozen creations. Our multiple visits to both Rome and Florence have been punctuated by the irresistible allure of Vinci's delectable gelato, making it a cherished stop in our Italian culinary adventures. Badiani in the Central Market. Having tried street food and savored a satisfying meal in the bustling Central Market, our appetites were content, but Taylor Grace's desire for gelato beckoned us as usual. We were happy to let her have gelato and sit this one out, but a mere taste of her chosen delight led us straight to the gelato stand for our own personal indulgence. Originating in the heart of Florence in 1932, the Barriani shop has become a gelato institution. Renowned for their award-winning Buon Talenti, a special cream-based flavor, our curiosity led us to give it a try. True to its acclaim, the Buon Talenti delivered a velvety and delectable gelato experience. We would definitely recommend you try this gelato if you're in the Central Market.
Gelateria della Piazzale. After taking in the exquisite Pitti Palace and immersing ourselves in its captivating artwork for a few hours, we decided to satisfy our gelato cravings before making our trek up to the Piazzale Michelangelo. Our destination was Gelateria della Piazzale, a charming and modest gelato shop tucked away just a block off the bustling main street. A hidden gem frequented by locals, this gelateria is renowned for its delectable and innovative array of unique flavors, as well as its inexpensive pricing.
We hope you enjoyed our content. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye, everybody.